seen Proto-moto decks today. I have Donna Majesty, Star Power. So this is the newer set that pretty much gives a lot of good synchro support to both Majestic Stardust Dragon as well as the new synchro monsters that kind of come out in this, and like they also have a couple more new archetypes such as Sue Ships and Magic Keys. So this is the entire set includes 50 common cards, 26 super rare cards, 14 ultras, and 10 secret rares. Alright, so let's see what we could pull. Hopefully we could pull our Sword Soul Iris. That'd be kind of cool, right? Alright, so let's just crack open this box. I also bought this box from Prodigy Games TCG. I'll link their shop in the link below. Really great store down in Florida. They provide like a decent pricing on all their products, so definitely check them out. But they sell it fast, so definitely want to lock in some pre-orders for the next coming sets, especially for like the new gold series set for maximum gold. All right, so let's just take a crack at these bad boys then. So let's start off with the left side here first. Open our first pack. Chronomaly, Acombro figures, which is kind of weird, so it's a rock. Interesting. Alien Stealth Buster, Flying Red Carp, Despia if you get the branded. One of the better cards out of the set, because this is basically an instant, not an instant fusion, it's more a fusion gate that you could use only on your turn, which is great. First ultra rare is Giant Bee Trooper Invincible Atlas. So these are insect link monsters that are kind of based on beetles. So let's read these effects out. So 2 insect monsters. When this card is link summoned with 3,000 or less attack, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Okay. Also cannot be destroyed by battle, or it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. My bad. Not battle. You cannot special summon monsters like insect monsters. You can contribute 1 insect monster and activate one of the effects. Special summon 1 Bee Trooper monster from your deck. Or 2, this card gains 2,000 attack during the end, until the end of its turn. Okay. Interesting. We have Clavis, Magic Key Sky Blaster. We have Alvain, the Essence of Vanity. This is the new Fusion Tuner, which will go well within the Secret Rare with the replacement for Instant Fusion. We have another Mythical Beast of the Forest update. This Carpinonica. And we have Majestic Absorption. So this is a Stardust Dragon card right here. Interesting. Alright, that's not bad. Bee Troopers. I heard like the Bee Troopers stuff is pretty solid overall for insect support at least. Next card is Chronomaly Esperanza Glyph. Next up we have Gaia Armor Dragon Shell, Dragon White Perrin, Alien Stealth Buster. Ooh, Magic Key Mech Mortar Garen's Glacier. So this basically kind of knowing Magic Key offhand that you could, when your opponent activates an effect monster with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard, if at least 2 attributes for this monster were used for this card's ritual summon quick effect, you can negate the activation if you destroy that card. If there's ritual summon cards in the graveyard, add 1 Magic Key monster from your hand or from your deck to your hand. And then we have Sandbell the Star Bonder. This is a neat pendulum support, a little bit of upgraded Sandbell the Summoner. But Pendulum, I'll agree this effect off. If you have a Pendulum monster card with the same level as this card in your other Pendulum Zone, you can destroy that card in your Pendulum Zone, and if you do special summon this card, you can only use this effect of Sandbell Summoner once per turn. I guess you can use this within the Time Gazer and not Astrograph, Chronograph. So Chronograph and Time Gazer you could use this card in, which is pretty neat. If a monster is special summon to your hand, to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand with the same level as that card. Okay, I see that. That's pretty good. Pendulum scale of 7, not bad. Branded Bond. Special summon 1 of your fallen Alabazes that is banished in your hand or in your graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was set there to activate this effect, a fallen Alabaz this turn, you can set this card, and then you can use only once per turn. And Majestic Absorption and Chronomaly Temple. This is a new continuous card for them. If your control no monsters or monsters you control are Chronomaly monsters, you pay 500 life points immediately after this effect resolves. No summon 1 Chronomaly monster from your hand. If a Chronomaly or number exceeds monster you control would activate an effect by attaching a material, you can send this card to graveyard instead. Alright, so it's just generic number support. You can fit this in the Utopia, I guess, and if you wanted to, but I guess it's really more for the extra summon on the Chronomalies, which is not bad. I think Chronomaly is one of those archetypes that really definitely needed the upgrade. Dimer Synthesis. This is a Chem Critter card. That's not really important. DDD, Different Dimension Derby. If you control a face-up monster that has Ritual Summon using a normal monster, or Fusion Summon, Synchro, Xyz, or Link Summon using a normal monster as material, you can target one card on the field, banish it. Okay. First off, the new starter support, Converging Will's Dragon. Cannot be used as Synchro material except for the Synchro Summon of a Majestic monster. This card becomes Majestic Dragon while in the field or in graveyard. If you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon it from your hand. If you do, you control a level 8 or higher Dragon Single monster, you can special summon one level 1 Dragon monster from your deck. And so basically this allows you to get Stardust Xiaolong from your deck to the field. That's pretty cool. Another Link Pendulum monster, Paizuli. Pendulum summons. Pendulum! Of your monsters cannot be negated. Once per turn, you can target one card, your other Pendulum Zone. This card, Pendulum Shield, becomes that level of monster card until the end of the turn. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. And then next up, we have Volfurnus, the Darkest Dragon Doom Raider. This is a super rare. And the text reads, once per turn, you can attach 2 materials from this card and target one face-up card on the field, destroy it, and if you destroy a monster, you can make one face-up monster you control gain attack equal to the destroyed monster's level/rank times 300 until the end of this next turn. This card cannot attack at the turn you activate its effect. This is a quick effect if this card has a dragon monster as material, but cannot be activated in the damage step. Okay. Next up, we have Gunkin Suship, Ikura class Dreadnought. If this card is XC summoned, you can apply these effects. It's single based on how materials used. Gunkin Suship Shan, draw one card, and Suship Ikura. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Once per turn, when your Gunkin monster special summons from the extra deck, inflict battle damage to your opponent. You can target one card your opponent controls to destroy it. Alright. Right down the Heavenly General. Another Essence of Vanity, and then Bee Trooper, Fly, and Sting. Okay. Alright. Not bad so far. Monster Assortment, this is normal support. Glacier, Aqua Mador, this is updated to the Aqua Mador from like real OG Yu-Gi-Oh, which is pretty neat. Jar Generosity, 2 Toads with one Sting. Stall turn, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that negates a summon or activation of a spell/trap card, banish 3 cards from the top of your deck, face down, negate the activation. If you do, shuffle the card back in the deck. Okay. Doombear, Psychopompos, Clavikeys, Cosmic Slicer, Zeroli. This is basically alien support right here. And then we have Shinobi Insect Hagakuri Mino. This is another insect support, which is really interesting. I think it's a new card too. I don't think that's a reprint. So that's a new card for, like, I guess, Bee Trooper. Ooh, first Despian, real monster card. Despian Tragedy. So if this card is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can add one Despian monster from your deck to your hand, except Despian Tragedy. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one branded spell or trap from the graveyard, set it to your field. You can use Despian Tragedy effect once per turn. Alright, so this is really good if you have Allure of Darkness, because if you do Allure of Darkness and just banish this, you get basically +3, which is really good. Magic Key Unlocking, Chronomaly Ambrose Figures, Arrow picks 3, Despian Comedy. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a face-up Despia card you control, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the effect. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you contribute one fusion monster special on this card. You can use this effect of Despian Comedy once per turn. Magic Key Duo, Beast King Unleashed, Gusto Vendir. This is a new Gusto support, actually. If a face-up Gusto monster in your field is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal special summon, you can send one Gusto monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then you can special summon one Gusto monster from your hand. You can only use each effect of Gusto once per turn. Then you have a Maze Attraction, which also lists. I think this is the last Maze Attraction support. This along with the other Delta version, I guess, for the Attendant. So we'll just keep making our way through the packs. Slower Swallow, Tailwind of Gusto, Spriggan's Interlude, Gunkin Shipyard Super Sea. That's a tongue twister right there. Say that 10 times fast. Gunkin Shipyard Seaside Super Spot. Next up for Super is Bee Trooper Formation. Target one Bee Trooper monster in graveyard, special summon it. It cannot attack this turn, and also use life points equal to the original attack of the face-up insect monsters, or to the original attack. Not my bad. If a face-up instant monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you special summon one Beat Tribute token. Try mid loading, margin trading, Carponica, and then Gunkin Suship Ikura. Alright. I think out of all this, I wanted to build Drytron, Magic Key, and Suship, because that's more of the meme format ones. This is a new spirit monster. This is Konohana Sakuya. And then you have Spriggan's Interlude, Slower Swallow, DD, Different Dimension Derby, and then, okay, here, Stardust Illumination. Send one Stardust monster from your deck to graveyard, or if you control a Stardust monster or Synchro monster with Stardust Dragon in its text, you special summon instead. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Stardust monster you control, increase its level by 1 until the end of this turn. You can also use the effect of Stardust Illumination once per turn. So this basically just allows you to go into your higher rank, or not higher rank, higher level Stardust Synchro monsters, which is really nice. It's really one of those things where it's like the lower level Synchro tuners that you would need to go into other things like Cosmic Flare and like all that kind of stuff, which is not really worth it. But we have Baby Mud Dragon and Stardust Trail. This is one of the newer Stardust cards. If a monster you control is tributed except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, but graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. If a Warrior Synchron or Stardust Synchro monster Synchro summon using this card as material, you can special summon one Stardust token, one Dragon Light, level 1, attack 0, attack 0. You can use the effect as Trail once per turn. Another interesting note that the card artwork for this one looks like Akiza from 5Ds, which is really interesting because you know that she loved Yusei at the end of 5Ds, if you ever watched the end. Master's Diploman. This I thought was a Math Mech card for some reason, but it's actually a machine. If this card is tribute summoned, you can target one monster in your graveyard and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip the monster from your graveyard to that opponent's monster. While equipped with this effect, the equipped monster loses attack equal to the attack of the monster equipped to it. And your opponent cannot activate effects or of monsters they control that are equipped with equipped cards in your trap, spell trap symbols. And then margin trading. Okay. Interesting set right here. It's not one of the biggest like bangers out there, but it's probably one of the more interesting sets, I would say, because you have the Despian strategy, then Glacier Aqua Matador, Different Dimension Derby, Jar Generosity, and for a super rare, Chronomaly Magella Globe. You can triple this card for one Chronomaly monster from your deck except Globe. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn is sent there, you can banish one Chronomaly card from your graveyard except Globe, and that's card to your hand. And you use each effect once per turn. Alright, Gunkin Suship Ikura. Nice. If you control Suship Shari, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you go to special summon this ship once per turn this way, during your main phase, you activate the top 3 cards from your deck, and if you do, add to your hand or special summon one excavated Gunkin Suship Shari. Also, shuffle the rest into your deck. Goki finishing move, Baby Mud Dragon, Master's Diploman. Alright, next pack. Tailwind of Gusto, Chronomaly X Bronze, a Glyph, Guy Armor, Dragon Shell, Dragon Lark Pyron, Magic Key, and Drabime. Alright, so this is a Magic Key fusion monster, actually. So you can target one normal or Magic Key monster in your graveyard, destroy all monsters your opponent controls with that monster's attribute. Once per turn, your opponent, if an opponent's monster with the same attribute in your as a monster in your graveyard is destroyed by a battle or card effect, if this card chooses one, using 2 different attributes of material, you draw 1 card. Gunkin Sushi Daily Special, Sound Bell, Branded Bond, and Majestic Absorption. Dispatcherazzi, Converging Wolves Dragon, Monster Assortment, Dragonlark Pyron. Ooh, we got the secret rare, Stardust Synchron. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you attribute one monster, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck from the rest of the turn except Synchro monsters. If this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 spell or trap from your deck to your hand that specifically lists Stardust Dragon's text. Alright, nice. Sandbell, Magic Key Duo, Cosmic, and Stardust Trail. Alright. I think that was one of the bigger chase cards because it's just better synchro support. Because like you're supposed to tribute off your trail into your synchron, which you're able to like go into more combos, which is pretty nice. Alien Stealth Buster, Monster Assortment, Glacier Aqua Matador, Jar Generosity, Live Twin Sunny Snitch. This is one of the it's basically a Rhoda for the deck, just by activating it. And it also does burn damage as well, which is pretty nice for the deck. For Live Twin. So I'll probably update the Live Twin stuff soon, but not now. Chronomaly Temple, Doom Bear, Psychopompus, Clavikeys, Magic Key Sky Blaster, and Cosmic Slicer Zero. I might update the deck for Live Twins when the Link 4 comes out, because I know that's a big card that's going to be coming out. Flying Red Carp, Gaia Armor Dragon Shell, Chronomaly Esperanza, Chronomaly Ankaro, Magic-Key, Beto's Buster. So basically, if this card is Ritual Summon, you can add one Magic-Key card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Magic-Key Mech Musket once per turn. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving this card, an opponent monster that has the same attribute as a normal monster or Magic-Key monster in your graveyard, you can place any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck, and if you negate the effect of that opponent's monster until the end of this turn. You can draw the number same amount of cards you place under the deck. Alright, so it's a kind of a free kind of hand draw, which is pretty interesting. I don't think you're going to use that effect, though. Triumph Loading, Beast King Unleashed, Majestic Absorption, and Beat You for Fly and Sting. Alright, so we're moving on to the second half of these packs over here. So let's just go on by. So we're still missing a secret inside here. Maybe we'll pull a Starlight Rare, who knows. 2 Toads, 1 Sting. Slower Swallow, Tailwind Augusto, Spriggan's Interlude. Okay, so ultra rare, Chronomaly Vimana. So this is also another negate for if you have 2 level 5s in the field. Once per turn, quick effect, you target one face-up monster on the field, and Xyz monster or Chronomaly monster in your graveyard. That monster on the field gains half the attack of the monsters in the graveyard until the end of this turn. Then attach that monster from the graveyard to this card's material. Once per turn, you get your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect. You detach 2 materials on this card, negate the activation. So that's a pretty decent effect right there. You can also recur your resources from graveyard as well as put up negation. So this is Shinobi, Insects, Triumph Loading, Margin Trading, and then Capricorn Mystical Beast. Alright, so we have Damar Synthesis, Slower Swallow, Paizuli, Jaspian Tragedy, and Dino Wrestler Ikukrana Draka. I don't think this is necessary. It's not as good as Pranker Tops, but it's a Dino Wrestler card if you guys are looking for that support. Definitely, probably a cheap single. Doomsbear, Raten, Maze Attraction, Branded Bond. Okay. Gunkip Suship Seaside Super Spot, Despian Theater, Glacier Aqua Matador, DDD Different Dimension Derby. Oh, nice! This is Despian Pro Skinnion. So this card is pretty decent when I played Dark Lords on stream a couple of days ago. So basically this allows you to steal any Xyz, Link, Synchro, or Fusion monster inside your opponent's graveyard. And this is also one of those really good cards where if you have the proper materials with 1 Despian monster, 1 light and dark monster, you can theoretically just go into this using super polymerization, using your opponent's monsters, because a lot of dinosaur decks really run the main sort of boss monster, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, I believe, and then Savage Dragon. If they have 2 on the field, and then you also have your Despian card on the field, and you activate Super Poly as a quick effect, they can't respond to it no matter what. So you get this card no matter what, and you also deal with 2 of the biggest problems on their board, which is absolutely fantastic. Then you have Gunkin Suship Ikura Class Dreadnought, Gunkin Suship Ikura, and Goki Finishing Move, and Baby Mud Dragons. Okay. You have Gunkin Suship Shari, Konohana Sakia, Dispatcherazzi, Gunkin Shipyard, Gizmek Inaba, the Hopping Hare of Hakudo. Also another good, decent card. This basically is a searcher. No, this is the special summon from your hand one. So you get special summon one machine monster's attack equals its own defense in your hand defense position. You banish this card from your graveyard, then trigger 1 machine monster you control whose attack equals its own defense. This turn you cannot declare attack except for that monster. Also, the attack and defense become combined of the all original attack of all machine monsters you control. This attack equals their own defense. Alright. Gusselvedir, Stardust Trail, Chronomaly Temple, Shinobi Insect. Okay. I was thinking about building Despots, Gizmex for the meme, and I'm pretty sure I think I'm going to be changing up how I do deck lists from now on. I might do the more MBT style of the 10-minute playtesting, so I'll do like the deck list, run down like everything, and then I'll make sure I'll do games at the end. Dispatcherazzi, covering Will's Dragon, Monster Assortment, Link Apple, pretty decent Cyrus card, probably going to be more available inside of your Salmon Grates and Salad decks because it's fire. It's a Cybers monster, so it works perfectly. Master's Diploman, Sambella Starbonder, Magic Key Duo, Cosmic Slayer. Aero Pixie 3, Despian Tragedy, Magic Key Unlocking, Aqua Matador, Trickstar Festival. This is Trickstar support, so special summon 2 tokens. If a Trickstar monster you control special summon from the extra deck would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you banish the card from the graveyard, so it's protection. You cannot normal or special summon monsters turn activate except Trickstar monsters, which is pretty interesting. I don't think it's a wasted spot inside this box though. So Goki finishing move, Gunship, Ikura, Magic Key, and then Tuner. All right, we're still missing our second secret rare, which is interesting. Maybe we pop off with a Starlight, Dragon Lark, Flying Red Carp, Gaia Armor Shell, Chronomaly, Gizmek, Nagakani, the Sunrise Signaler. Chipping 1 machine monster whose attack equals its own defense. Special summon this from your deck 1 machine monster whose attack equals its own defense with a lower level than the attributed monster. You can banish this card from the graveyard, add to your hand 1 banish face down machine monster attack equals its own defense. Alright, and use that once per turn. Stardust Trail, Trembid Loading, Beast King Unleashed, Majestic Absorption. 2 Toads, 1 Sting, Gunship Shari, Chronomaly Akamarbro, Alien Stealth Buster, B-Trooper Scale Bomber. Let's take a look at this actually. If an instant monster is normal special summon to your field, except during damage step, you special summon this card from your hand. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, quick effect, you can treat 1 or 2 monster, destroy it. You can only use the effect of B-Trooper Scale Bomber once per turn. It's kind of weird it doesn't negate though. That's the thing that concerns me, because it still will go through. Gunship Ikura, Class Dreadnought, and Raten. We only got like 4 more packs left. We're still waiting on our second secret. Maybe we'll get in this pack. I don't know. Chronomaly, Commodore Figures, Dimer Synthesis, Slower Swallow, Azuli, Branded Opening. That's a pretty good card actually for a super. Discard 1 card, then take 1 Despia monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special in the defense position. Also, the rest of this turn, you can't. This card resolves. You can't have special monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Fusion monsters you control will be destroyed by a card effect. You banish this card instead. Feature for Flying Sting, Doombreaker, Raw 10, and then Mace Attraction. Come on, give me the secret rare, bro. Come on, box. What you doing? What you doing? Flying Red Carp, Despia Theater of the Branded, Dimer Synthesis, DDD. Ooh, okay, so a secret, Anti-Human Intelligence Messiah. So it's a Cyrus Pendulum monster. Any card in the graveyard is banished instead, except monster cards. So this is pretty decent if you're trying to get rid of spells and traps, so as a scale. I don't think it's going to be seen much inside actual Pendulum decks, just because it's like one of those cards where it's just like, you're probably not going to be running it overall, because it's a high bar for a level 8 monster. But we'll see. Maybe it might pop up inside some Pendulum decks for Magicians here and there. But who knows? B-Trooper, Flying Sting, Magic Key Duo, Beast King Unleashed. Alright, 2 packs left. Can we get a Starlight rare? Come on, box. Gimme it. We got a lot of stuff before, though. Despian Tragedy, Gunship Shiari, Konohana Sakuya, Dispatcherazzi, Ting Dangle Giraffe, which is one of the worst cards, I'd say. I think Ting Dangle's got the short end of the stick just because they're such a short-lived archetype. Branded Bond, Gusto Vitier, Gunkin Ship Daily Special, and Chronomaly Triathlon. Alright, last pack. Can we end with a Starlight? Let's just ask the gods for that. Can we end with a Starlight? Converging Will's Dragon, Pazuli, Despian Tragedy, Magic Unlocking, Gizmek, or Kami the Hail-Bringing Hog. So I guess we finish off our kind of Gizmek stuff. Gusto Vitier, and a Major Attraction Varying Viking Vortex, Baby Mud Dragon, and Stardust Trail. Alright. Not a bad opening. Would have loved to see like the Stardust Starlight rare, but it is what it is. I'm kind of happy we got like the branded stuff though. We got Gizmex and we got a bunch of the other like Despian stuff. So it's not the worst opening, but could have been better. I'm really happy that we did also get the Stardust Synchron, so definitely one of the better chase cards inside this set. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Sayonara.